University. So here we go. It is senior night, and it's a different-looking starting lineup for Quinnipiac. The opening tip from Brookfield, Connecticut, making his first career start.
And I asked Coach McCourt how long he's going to stay with the seniors. I said, how about to the under-16 timeout? He gave me. But he's an excellent player and 71% from the free throw line.
You see Springs there, grad student from Brooklyn, started his career at UConn here in the Nutmeg State. Ziegler, excellent assist man, getting Quinnipiac into its offense. Has it back, lane opens up, and he takes it right to the basket.
That's when you can pass the ball. Everybody's waiting for him to kick it out. Nobody helped.
Not a big scorer, doesn't shoot that much, but when you are that wide open, as Ziegler steps through and gets the times.
And he was a finalist for the Ben Jobe Top Minority Coach of the Year 4 times. So incredibly decorated career at Wagner with the Seahawks.
A lot of success for Wagner, that program on Staten Island.
And here comes Paul Otieno back into the game as well. And early on, the pace is favoring St. Peter's. It's been kind of a grind of a game so far.
Nice roll to the basket, Otieno.
Yeah, right there, he just kind of ghosted the screen. He set it for a second and slipped to the cup.
They look inside again, this time to Mohamed Sow. Kicks it out. Roberts, good footwork inside. Off the glass and in.
Man, 2 excellent coaches, incredibly competitive. Offsetting technical fouls. So they got the chop and the shove. You know, it is hard as a player. You get so jacked up for these games, and then...
So the only free throws to come out of this are these for Otieno, who's just under 80% from the line on the season. Hits a little bit of contact there. That's been there for Amari Monroe as he sends it into the cheerleader. Tyrick Morris, Jr. from Queens, New York, trying to turn the corner. Nice feed inside, and so off the glass. St. Peter's more than hanging in early on. A game that would go a long way for them. Caden Bennett using his play. Bennett coming off an 18-point performance in his last game. They go inside to Sow again. Nice finish. Off.
The alma mater of Kyrie Irving and so many other great players.
Legendary program.
He coached against. Now, he hasn't played a down of football of his life, but he's got the physical capabilities.
Team does get in. 13 teams in the MAC. 10 of them will qualify for the field. And as we said at the beginning of the night, and then on Sunday, they're at Marist, the other team tied for first.
Juice is flowing from senior night. They've got a nice crowd here at Quinnipiac, and you got to settle yourself down as a player.
Capacity here, M&T Bank Arena, 3,495 at the end of the night. And their last sellout here was last year, the last time they hosted a game here on ESPNU. Little 2-on-1 here. Nice layoff, and Ziegler to the basket. College, 6'5" junior. Graduate of Drexel. Terrific collegiate playing career there. As a head coach, he's got 208 wins and only 176 losses.
Dropped the ball, he should have given it up.
Nice slip pass, Lewis to a cutting Otieno. Couldn't finish though. Morris the other way. Blocked, but first there was a whistle and a foul before.
Little touch. Maybe pointed out was wanting to get to the free throw line more than St. Peter's. And so far, St. Peter's has been kind of parading to the free throw line.
Yes, well off the mark from the corner.
Yeah, they're certainly bothered by St. Peter's.
Eaton gets in the lane. Just off the bench, Bryce Eaton, the redshirt freshman out of Detroit.
Where you settle for excellence. See, I still butchered it. I need a sign. Free throw line area. Oh, the corner, they can get in trouble.
Otieno sets the screen. Lewis not looking to shoot, looking to pass. Reyes well off the mark.
When to cut, when to float to the free throw line area. That was just like a fever dream. And I could not believe.
Leading scorer for St. Peter's has been quiet so far, forcing the issue here, and it's a 10-point lead.
He leads the team in free throw percentage, too. He's incredibly physical, free throw attempts, rather. So he's really physical on the offensive end.
Also 82% from the line. Savion Lewis taking matters into his own hand that time.
to attack the paint and put the pressure on St. Peter's on the brink of being in the bonus. I think 33's got to get some touches. Paulo Tiena.
That inbounds pass and then a foul afterwards. Quinnipiac is in the penalty, so he's eaten again. Front end is...
Bashir Mason told me he needs him to play well.
They find Reyes in the center of the court. There's an open look in the corner, and they finally get one to go. It's Grant Randall.
During the press, he just stood in the corner wide open. They finally found him.
Their first make of the night from downtown, nearly an answer, and in fact, there is an answer.
Even this little token press, it slows down the pace.
Look at that strong drive to the basket, Caden Bennett. St. Peter's has led for most of the first half. They look inside again. They have done a lot of their work inside, and they do so once again with Zakir Williamson.
When he gets in there by the MAC logo in the paint, he's doing a great job, and he's timing the passes perfectly, so he's making it easy for his big guys.
So 1-1 out of the timeout, and the fresh 15 starts on the season.
And Coach McCord told me he's like an Energizer bunny. Coach McCord said he's the most disciplined, organized player he's ever been around. I mean, this guy already graduated. He's going for his MBA. That's with the 45-pound plate attached to him.
Randolph there for the offensive rebound. Backing his way in against Ryan Mabry, who just came on for the first time. He misfires, and it's finally scooped up by Bennett. Bennett in trouble in the backcourt. Flipped onto his back. It has been a physical game so far. Foul is the call.
And right here, he's in all sorts of trouble. You can just trap in the backcourt. Caden Bennett is falling, spinning. No need to reach right there.
Caden Bennett will shoot 1-on-1.
It's the front end of the 1-on-1.
High with 32 wins with T-Wolves, Clippers, and Cavs. And how about Curry still getting it done? 50.
We've seen the whole NBA career and the standout college career at Davidson before that. Shot clock down to 10. A deep three is connected upon by Bryce Eaton.
He goes the wrong way, goes underneath. Easy read.
And a steal off the press. Caden Bennett back to a 6-point game.
You know, that's a play that you don't have to draw up. Almost another one.
Another one indeed. Lewis fakes the behind the back pass, waits for his teammates. He finishes inside. Back-to-back.